What the heck is that supposed to be?
Gotta write a classic. Gotta write it in an attic. Babe, I'm an addict now. An addict for...
Well, hello motorcycle fans. This is a bit of a hairy one for Catz Classic Corner. I've just picked this up from Bat's Motorcycles, Brian there. And he sorted the clutch out. Somebody put too many metal plates in it and bent it basically. So I've had a new clutch. He's also said somebody's taken all the guts out of the fuel tap, so it's on reserve or prime. There's no off, so I've got to get that sorted. But I need to get a little bit of fuel before. Clutch is still pretty darn heavy. We're hoping that beds itself in a little bit, but here we go. Another Catz Classic Corner. Yes, it is. Now, I don't normally ride my bikes in this sort of condition. As you can see, it's a bit, it's rusty and dirty basically. Got lacquer peeling off and all sorts, but because I've got the fancy pants Ducati, I thought I'll have something to knock about on that. You know, if it's wet, whatever, I'm not too worried. Must admit, the engine does sound quite smooth. It would be though, wouldn't it? It's a 4-cylinder. Oh, so it's just feel a bit better actually now, so we're getting there, I think. But yes, another nostalgia trip. Had a good week this week. I've now the 250 Suzuki I'd not ridden for 12 years. Now this is the first bike I bought after I passed my test in 1984. So again, it's another nostalgic trip for me. It's got the wrong mirrors on, I'll tell you that for nothing. Yes, I passed my test. I got back into biking. Could have been biting, I don't know. But I got back into biking in 83. I did my first part of my licence in, I think it was either November or December of 83, and then I took my test February, March of 84. I passed my test on a Honda CB 100N, and then once I got my licence I was off looking around the bike shops. Single file would be good, wouldn't it? So yeah, I went around the bike shops and I saw two bikes I liked. First one would be an RD350 LC, that's the Marsbard coloured one, and that was how much what I've got. I cannot remember how much I actually paid for this. Say 1,000, I don't know. I think the RD was on at 1,000 and this was on at 1,000 or 1,100. Different bike shop. And then I went to the one in Long Bike Shop in Long Eaton, and they got this, as I say, at 1,100, one like this, which was a few months old, very little mileage on it, and I thought, well, I've had two strokes, because obviously I'd had my moped and my 250, and I thought I'd quite fancy a big four. Well, big for me, 4-stroke. It's a physically big bike actually. Well, when I passed my test, it seemed a physically massive bike. It really did seem massive. So you sort of sit in it, and there's a big tank there, and all that sort of stuff. So, alright, let's go down this way. So yeah, another one of those pooping myself moments. I picked it up from the shop after I paid for it, and bloody hell, my knees were knocking, because this just seemed, well, it seemed like a super bike to me, from a Honda 100 to this. And it is a physically big bike. Not so much today. I mean, it's only the size of a Hornet probably today. Typical sort of 500, 600 cc, but to me anyway, in its day, in 1984, it was big. Oh, what can we say about it? I mean, it's 50 odd horses, and if that's wrong, I will put that up. It's got twin discs. It's only got, might have twin pots in there. So the brakes aren't fantastic, but I mean, it wasn't superbike speed. I think it was booked at 113, which is nothing impressive really. Katana purists say, oh, it's not a real Katana, it's a Katanaized GS550. Well, the 1100 and 1000cc Katanas are really Katanaized anyway, because they're based on the GS1000, so Yabu sucks to you. And I used to have an 1100 anyway, so as far as I'm concerned, it says Katana, it's a bloody Katana. So God, hard to get into neutral. Very hard to get into neutral. Right, I'm just going to stall you then. Here we go, you're in neutral. Okay. Kickstand's in a weird place. Right. Motorcycle fans, here we go. We have a 1982, I think it is. X-Reg, I think it's 1982. 550 Katana. And as you can see, it needs stuff doing. It's got a Motad pipe on, which is okay. Looks like it's stainless, so that'll do for now. A little bit funky in the day with the orange and the orange springs and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I've got a brand new tank at home, but I'm not going to put it on. That one's alright. There we go. As I say, it's got 50 odd horses. That come from Somerset, that one. Leans a bit on that side stand. I don't know if that's normal. I know I'm on a bit of a slope, but there's the back shot. Anyway, and we'll do a front shot for you. There we go. So, there we go. I shall fire it up and give you a blip of the... or not. Quite quiet. But yeah, two-tone seat was always pretty groovy in its day. Got things to do, but as I say, I'm not worried too much about it. Just to ride it, really, have a bit of fun.
Gotta ride a classic showdown, and I'm out of control without. Gotta ride it in an attic. I'm an addict now.
Right, motorcycle fans, I've got odd gloves on. I was in a rush to get out, and I've got odd gloves. Right, let's get going before the carbs flood.